G'day guys, Darcy and Ninja here from MMT. It's been a while since I've been this side of the camera. I thought while I've been treating people with this symptom known as thoracic outlet syndrome, and it's on the forefront of my mind, let's do a quick video on it. And what better way to do it than do it with me mate Ninja.
Let's get it done.
Let's get it done. So what I was thinking about it, I was actually thinking about it with my last client. I said this to Ninja earlier. I think we can rename it to sciatica of the arm, because basically what thoracic outlet syndrome is an impingement or compression in this part of your neck. So Ninja is my dummy in here, causing numbness or tingling in our fingers or wrist or forearms. So it can also be weakness in the wrist or weakness with grip as well. So if you're in the gym and you're struggling to do anything that involves gripping, can be some compression in the nerves right up in our neck. So if we have a look at this dummy over here, we can start to see where these nerves come out of and where they get compressed, just to give you guys a little bit of background who are playing along. So this is our first rib, this is our collarbone. Through there we have our median, radial and ulnar nerves, together known as our brachial plexus. They become impinged or suffocated when our arms either come up and above our head, okay? It doesn't have to be above your head, but it will be a positive test if you're lifting your arm up above your head. It is going to elevate our collarbone and compress those nerves more seriously. I'll show you what I'm talking about on Ninja. So if I was to do, if you guys were playing along at home, just lifting your arm up like this, cocking the wrist, and then turning Ninja's head this way. If we start to feel these symptoms of pain or discomfort in the arms, electrical feeling, then we know we've got some compression in the nerve up in our brachial plexus. I had a really good photo on my phone that I was going to show you as well. So here it is here. You can sort of start to see, here's our neck. Sorry guys. And yeah, they're actually our pec muscles. So that's a bunch of muscles that we're going to experience treating on Ninja today as well. First of all, where's our myo wax? Ah, bloody hell. Yeah. Disorganised.
We'll just talk to you guys for a minute, yeah. Darcy gets ready, yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Looking forward to my treatment today. It's going to be a good day on the table, I think.
Yeah.
Weather's good, conditions are good.
Mate, blue skies, it's warm in here. Yeah. Ninja's looking pretty tan for the middle of winter in Melbourne. It's 4 degrees this morning. Yeah. All right, so first of all, we can do a seated treatment, and you can do this on your partner really easily from home as well. I'm just going to use my pisiform, the outside of my right hand, and just my first stroke is, this is my palpation stroke, so I'm getting a good idea and identifying which part of the neck or this upper tract is most, I guess, dehydrated or solidified, and you're going to find little lumps and bumps as you go, and Ninja's already intuitively just wanting to move his neck around.
Yeah, just being involved in the treatment.
Yeah.
It's intuitive, you kind of can tell you want to help the stroke go through. So
yep.
you just sort of move those little bits to explore it and yeah, get an effective treatment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dear, that's pretty...
So I can sort of like wedge back into Ninja there with my treatment, push into his neck. It's a little bit challenging, but I feel that it's effective because right in there is a really solid point. I'm getting pretty close to his transverse processes and these scalenes. So they're the muscles that we're going to affect mostly, is our anterior scalenes, and it's hard to do lying flat on your stomach. Sorry Ninja, we're getting straight into it. Not much of a warm-up when you're live on camera. We just want to start to make a difference straight away. I'll be a little kinder and use maybe my hands like this, bring Ninja this way to soften it. Using my fingertips, I can get a bit of a grip, pull down, and then he can move it as he pleases. But I'm just gripping the neck.
I think the good thing about doing seated stuff, we've said it before in other videos, but you're in the posture you're in when you're experiencing the tension. Like if you're at a computer or seated, you know, in a car or wherever you are, like you can recreate those pains or work on them in a, you know, the manner that your posture you're in normally when you experience it. So
yeah, and that probably goes to my next one, is the why do we get thoracic outlet syndrome? And it's probably the postures you're in every day, the hunched shoulders, lifting the shoulders up, sitting at a computer, doing office work, and probably just not enough exercise and movement. Yeah, nice, man. So just getting, in there I can really feel a hard lump. So I'm pushing straight down, and then Ninja's going to move his head away. And yeah, even just camping on that guy there, I reckon that's more of his levator scapula, but just camping on these muscles in his neck, he's probably getting a lot of referral pain up into the head. But for those that are playing along, if you just palpate up in here and you can feel all these lumps and bumps, and you've got, I don't know, a dysfunctional forearm or wrist or hand or numbness or tingling in the thumbs and fingertips, give yourself a little self-treatment or ask your partner to get into this area of your upper body. Cool. And I'm standing up on the table, pushing down to just, I don't know, be more effective. You can see Ninja's got some really ropey ones. So where we were showing you on the skeleton earlier, just this is our anatomy. Ninja's actually had some trauma, haven't you, man? You broke your collarbone.
That one's been broken, yeah.
Yeah, so you can see that there. There's a little bit of a lump, but I'm going to come in with my thumb and sink in down, which is probably going to be a bit nervy, but I'm trying to get close to that first rib where those nerves, brachial plexus, are becoming compressed. Maybe a bit up in here. How's it feel for you, man?
Yeah, when you go, I can feel that sort of going into the pec, into here, a little bit down the arm. Felt.
Yep. Yeah, so this stuff's probably going to be that. It's going to replicate that electrical pain. Right into your pec.
Yeah.
Yep. So that gives us good insight that we're on the right spot. We're affecting those nerves that run through here, as I showed you on that guy earlier.
Sort of, it's good for awareness, isn't it? Yeah. Data collecting, what joins to what, when you can feel a referred pain or something's affecting something else, something can move better because you loosen something off. So we're just sort of data collecting all the time. And
yep. I'm sort of encouraging people as well to not just treat where the symptoms are. If you're getting numbness or tingling or pain in the fingertips or wrists, try coming up the arm, and I'm trying to educate you guys on areas to treat. Next spot's following that nerve through this space.
It's good.
Through the pec, just using my fingertips and...
Yeah, it's strong.
Yeah. Not using much wax at all. I'm sort of just having to maneuver and clear things as I push down and trying to aim for opening up a channel through this part. Getting a little, What's cool about this too, Ninja, is you might not have thought you had much tension or tightness in there, but again, you're data collecting as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're discovering things as you get the treatment.
Yep.
So it's a two-way street. If you're on the table or you're giving the treatment, it's sort of interesting to feel the tensions and the tightness as we go along. I'm feeling it and getting an idea of where the compression may be, and Ninja is experiencing some fun stuff along the way.
It's awareness, It's like you don't know how good something is functioning until you test it.
Yep.
So we're kind of testing it with a manual kind of push and hold into it, so you can kind of feel how the nerves are kind of going through, how the blood's flowing through, how dense the tissue is, how blocked the tissue is, things like that. So we don't have that awareness unless we actually push it, and test it, challenge it.
Yeah.
So it's good.
And just getting these tissues to be more supple and soft rather than hard and adhesive or solidified will allow Ninja to be more functional in the gym and move his neck more freely. Although he doesn't have this sciatica of the arm or sciatica of the neck symptoms, he's still got, you know, a lifetime of tension and build up from all the weight training, the treatment, all the things his body's endured over his 35 years of age.
35. It's a bit much, I reckon. Biological age is low 30s.
Yeah. Oh, got some twitching there. Yeah.
It's all good pain.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of process it as positive, you know, like you know the difference between traumatic and damage as up against another kind of pain. It's like a language, you can kind of interpret it. We know that something's going to be for the greater good or you're going to be worse. And you just tell, you know, a lot of it comes from the practitioner being really slow and just trying to tune in and being accepting of or respecting where the person's at, you know, like sometimes it's too tender or it's you're not ready type of thing. So yeah, you got to, you know, honour that.
And I'm just working one down now, still sticking to our philosophies of going close to bones, but because it is more nerve that you're affecting, you do have to go a little bit more softer, and you definitely have to respect your patient or client on the table, because what they're experiencing can be quite intense. It's really good though. Yeah. Let's see how deep we can go in there. See what he's got. If I get you to turn this way, Ninja, make it softer, and Leo, you can sort of come here and see how close my thumb can get right down in there. Affect his, yeah, see that? See the space we're getting? Really nice and deep. And I can start to feel that first rib. And from there, I'm going to do a nice fixing scoop. This is what fixes you, I reckon. Just some really deep, go deeper. That's something you can explore with, can't you, man? Go deeper. See what's at those deeper levels. Yeah. Feeling some, but don't be traumatic.
Yeah.
It's taken me 30 seconds to a minute to get deeper, and I'm not being erratic with my movements. Ninja feels he needs to move it. That's what he needs.
Yeah. You need to go slow so you can get acceptance. So,
yeah.
So yeah, if there's a flight or fight thing happening because it's too fast an approach, you know, you're not welcomed in. So yeah, if you can kind of go in slow, then you give more chance to receive it and accept it.
Yeah. I'm just going to do one last thing, is have a Ninja line face up on his back. I've already treated a lot of this area, but I just want to show you guys, because this can be somewhat nicer to receive as well. Thanks, man. So just going to move that, but without making it too scuffly. You're good, man. I'm going to show you using more my palm now. So it starts up in the neck, so we're going to go sort of in the neck and on these transverse processes. Feel where those nerves are like sprouting out, much like the tree's roots are. That's how our nerves work, they branch out.
Feels good, huh?
Yeah, feels good. This tightness in here can be inhibiting, you know, obviously inhibiting the function of his forearms and wrists. Maybe you've got carpal tunnel, maybe the carpal tunnel is coming from a tight neck. It probably is. Maybe you're just feeling really stressed and anxious and you just need some strokes that are encouraging the tissues in the right direction to make things feel freer.
I was thinking just before too, like because we're working in an area here where it's got lots of nerves, there's a nerve path, like there's a really different feeling when you're freeing up the nerves. So it's like a radiating, it's hard to describe. You've got to actually experience work around the nerves to understand it, but it doesn't feel bad, but there is an electrical feeling about it. So yeah, it's good. But you kind of know if it's, like we were saying before, traumatic and not right.
Yeah, so I guess we're encouraging you to come and try it out. You're not soft or a sook for coming in and looking after yourself. You know, make health a priority. You don't have to be having a chronic migraine or, you know, chronic pain to come and look after yourself.
Yeah. It's an investment. Is a good way to.
Yep, there you go.
What's more important than your health?
Yeah.
You know, physical and mental health. This covers off both those, and prevention, maintenance, and like that socialising as well. Like having a good relationship with the person that looks after you. You know, and that's really important as well. Like we're not islands. We're social creatures, so it's good to develop a relationship and trust and respect and bonding, all those different things. So over time, so then you can kind of be comfortable and have a deeper chat when things are popping up in your life, and share it, discuss it, and halve your problem if you got one. You know, so.
Yeah, it's a really safe space. You know, lying on this table and working through some tissues, especially the neck. The neck, we hold a lot of stress, strain. Maybe your anxiety's stuck somewhere in here. So getting these worked and cleared and cleaned might be a really good starting point for somebody that is quite highly stressed or feeling anxious. This is a sort of cutting through the tissues in between the pec and the deltoid. Cool. I'll do one more stroke. We can certainly follow the nerves down. So our radial nerves and ulnar nerve, they sort of come into the armpit as well. So you can sort of get into here just while I'm sitting here and just you can feel the really point right in there. It's almost like your bicep, but just having a go at working those. Again, freeing up that space for our blood and oxygenated blood and cells to move freely through. That's all it is, just creating blood flow. That's nice, yeah.
Oh, a bit in there.
Yeah, a bit there.
Yeah, not too bad. Went instantly, pretty much.
Yeah. So I'm just using one finger. Can get my thumb into it. It's probably going to look better on film.
That's another point too. Like things can start off really intense and sharp, but you can just hold it. That intensity kind of goes after a bit if you're kind of just holding it, working the tissues in the right manner.
Yep.
So yeah, kind of don't just. You got to stick with things for a little bit. Like I guess that intensity will shift, will change.
What's really cool about this treatment is you're on a bit of a discovery, because when you find the spot, your patient or the person who's suffering with this injury will go, yeah, that's my pain, and you might get it straight away, or you might have to sort of fish for it. But generally following and being educated in the area, you're going to know where it might be, and when you hit those spots, the patient really knows, and that's when you start to gain this level of trust, because you're pushing into their pain.
Oh dear. It's good. It's good.
Well, sit up, Ninj. Let's see how that feels, mate. I know you weren't positive before, but yeah, how's that feel?
Yeah, good.
Turn your head this way a bit, cock the wrist.
Yeah, you definitely feel a difference.
Yeah.
It's just totally changed, created that pathway, flow through it again. It's just, there's nothing there.
It's magical stuff.
Yeah.
All right, guys, if you think you have sciatica of the neck or arm, otherwise known as thoracic outlet syndrome, or just weakness in the wrist, hands or forearms, booking at Melbourne Muscular Therapies and one of the practitioners can help you out. Thanks, Ninj.
Get it done.